Prediction Essential Podcast, hate me and love me, there's no in between. So we have another actual cryptocurrency CEO that actually was stabbed down in Florida, I believe. That's what it was. But we have a situation on our hands that the Fed is going to take over the cryptocurrency place and get rid of the monetization of cash, which it won't be around what I've been reading on. I'm kind of drunk right now, tipsy, whatever. Around July, the fiscal year, July 1st, when the new fiscal year comes, there will not be any cash that be actually handed out. Cash is cash, but there's nothing backing it from the American people. So now this new tech savvy guy that created Cash App, worth billions of dollars, just gets stabbed in a parking lot and drops dead in San Francisco with no type of reconnaissance of what happened. So we don't even have a suspect. So we already know this is a higher elites, but you can believe what you want to believe. Andrew Tate was locked up in jail for goddamn more than 120 days over some bullshit allegation. But you can believe what you want to believe. But I know there is no coincidence when it comes to these cryptocurrency CEOs dropping dead. And I already did a story on this. Check out my videos. It is what it is.
I'm Stephanie Lynn. We're learning more this afternoon about what might have happened just before police found the body of fallen tech executive Bob Lee. The president of San Francisco's police union now speaking out about the case as well. KRON 4's Charles Clifford is live in the city with the latest details on that. Charles.
Yeah. Well, as the investigation into the death of Bob Lee continues, police have so far not identified a motive for the attack or named any suspects, but we are learning some new details of what may have happened after he was stabbed. According to reporting by the San Francisco Standard, which KRON 4 has not been able to independently verify, Bob Lee is apparently seen on surveillance video walking along Main Street near the Bay Bridge around 2:30 Tuesday morning. He is seen holding his side with one hand and a cell phone with the other. Lee approaches a parked car and lifts his shirt to show his injuries, but the car drives away. Lee then collapses. Moments later, he gets up and walks to a nearby apartment building before falling down again. This is where police officers eventually find him. At some point, Lee is believed to have called 911, pleading for help and saying that someone had stabbed him.
I haven't actually seen the surveillance video myself.
San Francisco Police Officer Association President Tracy McCray, who is also a lieutenant with SFPD, says that she has not reviewed the surveillance video or spoken with anyone working on the case, but believes that Lee's actions are consistent with someone who has been seriously wounded.
Obviously, when Mr. Lee was assaulted and suffered these injuries, that he probably was in shock and was looking for help. I guess when he came upon that vehicle, he probably did ask. In my 30 years of experience going to crime scenes, talking to victims, you know, they're in shock and they ask for help. And it seemed like probably that's what he did. And unfortunately, he didn't get any help.
McCray also believes that investigators working on this case are being very methodical as they gather evidence.
I know they've been out canvassing, you know, blocks, like open a wide net to get as much video as they can, because obviously there probably weren't a lot of witnesses out at 2:30 in the morning. I haven't heard either from them or anyone else that he was with anyone. So really the video, whatever they could find to use to track down his movements before this incident, obviously after the incident took place, that's going to be pivotal to the investigation.
All right, back live now. McCray also tells me that they're going to have to, whatever surveillance video they do find, and there could be a lot of it, they're going to have to go through it frame by frame, and that can be a very tedious and time-consuming process. But for now, in San Francisco, Charles Clifford at KRON 4 News.
Predictions Podcast, hate me, love me, there's no between. So another crypto exec, which actually founded Cash App, Bob Lee, was actually stabbed. So we already know it's going to be declared a homicide. But you see the Bold Dagger girl that they got in the video, which is the, you know, a detective. That's what she's saying. But the factor is, it doesn't matter how it looks. The motherfucker was stabbed. So with these cryptocurrency execs and all of them dropping dead and finding them in Atlantic waters or any type of island waters, face face up or face down in the water and stuff like that. This is for the Fed loan, the Fed currency to come out in July 1st with you only using their cash pay system and only using them all the way through. No more Cash App, no more Zelle, no more nothing. You're going to trust in your government and live your life. This is what they're not trying to realize, put forth in the situation. I'm telling you, if your portfolio is not good, which come from real estate, stocks, IRAs, gold, precious metals, you cannot carry cash anymore. It will be a cashless society. And I've been telling you, these savages, the COVID bullshit was just a ploy. After the cashless society, it will be the RFID chip. It's coming. So if you decide to say it's not real, it is real. You are the sheeple and you are the problem. Trump 2024 will be back. You already know.